Hello everyone, welcome to the new video, and today's video is going to be something a little bit different. I decided to record myself making my favorite food, which is called chicken pockets, and so if you guys really want to see what it's like when I make these chicken pockets and how to make them and want to try them for yourself and see how good they are because they're super duper good. I hope you guys continue to watch this video and check it out. And if you guys ever try making them at home, then you can send me pictures on Instagram or Twitter. I have both of those linked in the description, and my on both of the on Instagram, they're different now. They used to be the same, but Twitter is now at Jenna1Sassy for some reason, and Instagram is at SassyJenna2. So you guys can go ahead and check those out if you want to send me photos of you making them, if you guys end up making them at all. And just let me know. I hope you guys enjoy. Well, since this is going to be the only recorded part right here, this is the last part I'm doing for this video. I will see you guys next video, and I hope you guys enjoy this. Okay, so you're gonna need some Ritz, 29.5 ounces of chunky chicken, 8 ounces of cream cheese, whatever brand, 2 8-packs of croissant rolls, either original or buttered, and then those were scallions or green onions, whichever you want to call them. So now getting straight into it, we're gonna start opening up that can of chicken, as I said before, 29.5 ounces. And after we've got that in and opened up, we pour out the juice, the chicken juice, in the sink, and just make sure as much of this juice is strained out as you can, and then pour it straight into that bowl. So once you've got it poured into the bowl, since it's chunky chicken, it'll be looking like that, but don't you worry, we can fix that up by just breaking up the chunks like you see me doing with the fork here. So just keep this going until it's just out of chunks and it just looks like crushed up pulled chicken. Now that we've finished up with the chicken, we're gonna open up that cream cheese, and sometimes these containers get a little bit hard to open up. You can see me just making sure the expiration dates are good on those as well, since I had bought them like a couple weeks prior and I wanted to make sure I wasn't going to feed myself anything that was rotten. So yeah, just open up the cream cheese, and that's just an 8-ounce pack of cream cheese. And then once that's opened up, you just pour it straight into the bowl and crush it up, mix it up in with the chicken. once you're done mixing it up, it should look a little bit like that, so it's kind of looks like it has that consistency to it. Now, after you're done with that, you go ahead and start cutting up your green onions. One thing that we like to do with our green onions is if you cut off about half or more of the white part of the green onion. I know a lot of people don't really like to eat that, but if you replant that in a cup with water in it and let it grow out a bit and then plant it in your garden, then you can start growing them right on your own. So that's where I got mine from, just straight from the garden, which was really great, and they definitely taste a lot better that way as well. So just make sure you're chopping them up in tiny slices, as you can see I'm doing here. Once you're done chopping those in tiny slices, you're going to add them straight into the bowl like I do as well. Okay, now that we've got those little buddies in the bowl, we'll mix them up and you'll see they should look a little bit like this. So there might be little chunks of cream cheese still, or chunks of like more green onion, but you don't need to worry about that. It'll be fine. Now we need some parsley flakes, oregano leaves, garlic salt, and onion powder, and we're going to crush up the Ritz and then mix in those spices to whatever ratio you like. It just depends on your own taste on what you want there, and that'll be our little crumble for on top. Now here you see me making rolling out that croissant rolls. So once we've got those rolled out, which sometimes they can be difficult apparently. I haven't seen myself struggle this hard on a croissant roll before. But once you've got them rolled out, just kind of push in those cross cuts like I'm doing here, so that those cross cuts aren't really visible anymore, because we don't need those. And grab your trusty knife and cut them in half like so, and then in half again with those pieces, and then in half horizontally as well right after that. As you can see, it does take a good moment because you want to make sure you're not making too many rips, and you don't want to do too many things wrong. It can be hard to really cut through those things, which is why you get a knife for it. Now that you're done with that, make sure they're all separated and just sort of pull them apart a bit so that they're not like right next to each other all snug and buddy like, And then, right after you get them all away from each other, we're gonna take little balls of that chicken onion mixture and put them in the middle, right on top of those little squares that we've made for ourselves. And now that we've got them all filled and dandy, we're going to take those little edges of our rectangle, square, whatever you want to call the pieces, and we're going to meet them all up at the very top above, wrapping around like a wonton. Once you've got that done, it can be hard to be getting it around there. Just try and squeeze that croissant around all of that. And as before, once you've got it done, just sort of pick them up off the pan and reposition them a little bit to make them not too crooked or anything like that. Now let's grab some melted butter. You're probably gonna want to melt it to as much as you can melt that butter, just super liquidy, just so that you're able to brush it on with a little kitchen brush that I've got, and we're gonna get that crushed up Ritz as well in a bowl, and we're gonna brush on that melted butter onto the top there. And then right after you brush on that butter, don't let it dry yet. Just sprinkle on some of that Ritz spice mixture. And you can sprinkle on as much as you want to your liking. If you want it crispier, then you should add more. If you don't want it as crispy, don't add as much. And now we've got the oven set to 350. And they would have been going in the oven for 13 minutes, and now we're finally pulling them out. So let's see what these beauties look like. This is making my mouth water just looking at it. Man, I love this food. As I said earlier, this is my favorite food, so I really hope you guys enjoyed. And I hope you guys tune in next time. Goodbye.